My name is Philippe Germain. I'm an entrepreneur based in Dubai since almost 10 years now. I'm a partner in a fully regulated asset management company in IFC called N Capital. I'm as well involved in real estate in the US, in Canada, in Brazil, mainly focusing on multifamily residential project, as well as private investment. I like to also I'm looking at different opportunity to diversify. So I'm involved also in a tech VC project. But my thing has been real estate and asset management for most of my.
So, Phil, can you tell us a little bit about what we were able to do with you, what GCD structuring was able to accomplish for you?
And when it comes to be an entrepreneur and involved in diverse projects, you need to do a lot of structuring. And it's good to have a trusted partner where you will create the holdings, making sure they are well maintained, operating. And UAE, the law has changed. Now it's become more like a mature market where you have to file VAT, corporate tax, you need to have proper accounting. And it's good to have a partner that turnkey can manage all those headaches where we can focusing on the business. So the main thing for me, not only about the quality of the work, but the trust of having someone who will manage everything, all the different companies. We have multiple of company, so it's good to have one partner managing everything turnkey, having report and very often calls and teams that are dedicated to making sure we don't forget anything and manage smooth process when it comes to tax filing, VAT, creating company, following up, and but also having not just the administrative aspect, but having also advice, recommendations from legal, from tax, cross-border tax, bring tax expert when is needed. So it's really amazing to have everything under the same roof. And that's a big advantage of working with structuring and with Dieter and his team.
Has there been a specific problem that we've been able to solve for you in the past, I don't know, 3 to 6 months that you can elaborate on as a sort of idea?
Yes, I mean, I think there's two things. First, as I mentioned earlier, the new corporate tax has been quite challenging to understand. And it's a completely new things here in Dubai. So having someone to making sure that we do all the audit in times and file everything and get to making sure that the activities of our different corporation that we have fit and that we can making sure we don't get fines and then we are properly in good standing. It's definitely something that has been very helpful. Uh, the second thing I would say is we do very complex operation time to time, including one recently as a private equity, and Peter and his team were able to bring a tax expert to making sure that we can take advantage of the lowest tax possible from a UE perspective, but as well where we deploying money. In this case, it was in the UK, making sure both sides when we do our investment in the UK that we are aligned to take advantage of the lowest tax possible in UAE when we will make profit and dividend. So those complex international project is not everyone who can do it. A lot of service provider in Dubai when UAE can provide creating cooperation and so on, but there's not much to our specialize in the tax and also the international and aspect of it. So that's was very useful to have your team, Peter, to work around this more complex project in particular.
You came here 10 years ago. Why? Why Dubai?
Dubai was a land of opportunity first, as well as a very nice and place to raise a family. It's evolved a lot in the recent years, as many people knows. It become a big financial hub. So business wise is good, quality of life. Of course, tax it was a interesting aspect, and then also the involvement of the corporate world, so to speak, in free zone like ADGM, where 100% UK law or the IC are very good place to very good legislations for having companies those days. But as any other country that getting into the level of UE, compliance and more, we'll say standards way of having companies operated come to us. I think that's a good, very good um, aspect for foreign investor who want to comes, either to set up their holding or invest in or raise money. So it's a very good place now, not only from the potential of the place by itself, but also by having the good infrastructures to set up good structure to invest not just in UAE but internationally.
If there was one thing that you might have been positively surprised by the service of GCT structuring, what was it? If you have like a specific experience or maybe a specific person who was really able to help?
No, I think you need to push people. You need to push, service provider. They forget something. You need to kind of be on top of those service provider to get things good timing and don't forget any things. But in your case, it's the other way around. We get pushed by your team to don't forget things. They're chasing us. They're really on top in terms of following up. So I think that's amazing to and it's one of the number one quality to work with you guys, and also you're very well organized. Trust is there, and again, you go beyond just having a service or creating a company, and that is key. Is the service that you get when you work with a supplier.
For anybody who wants to incorporate today in the UAE, do you have any tips, tricks, things you shouldn't do, you should do? Maybe like a few of them, like real case.
I mean, I think a lot of people they go to the cheapest, venue. They go to other Emirates, and they think they do things their own way. It maybe sound complicated at the beginning, but at the end of the day, if you have a specific project, you send it to Peter and his team. They will tell, and they will come with comparable. If you do it this place, this is advantage. There will be advantage. So I think a common mistake that a lot of people is they go to a cheaper service provider. They go to place they should not go because they think they will save $1,000 or $500, where you have Rolls Royce place such as ADGM, the Abu Dhabi Global Market, the IC, and others that can fit the profile of creating an holding or set up an activities and so on and so forth. So I think is one of the advice is. Sometimes you try to do things you know not the right way, and then you have like top infrastructures now very close and very well recognized jurisdiction. So I would say this is one of the tips that one of the advice I would say. It's try to go to those places instead of trying to say and select the best partner to be with you and set up and structuring your operation.
If there was a friend of yours who would come over and ask you uh, who to work with to incorporate, would you be comfortable recommending GC structure?
100%, and I'm doing it already.
Which is true, and we appreciate your referrals. So that's how we grow, by word of mouth, mainly.
In my word, when you do asset management, or you also us, we are a service provider in some case to clients, wealth management clients, or clients who needs different setup. Um, you don't want to refer them to someone who will do a poor or any problems. It would reflect bad on us. So for us, it's important to have one very trustable company where we know that when we send our clients, they will have the same service that we offer us in the wealth management world or in the asset management world.
Thank you for the testimonial. I appreciate it. So this will be on all YouTube, all over the place. I'm putting $1 million behind this specific video. You will be very famous soon.